What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of Family Table. And this week we're going to be doing, guess what? I know, so dramatic. Anticlimax. three, three ingredient peanut butter cookies. Now, if you're a big peanut butter fan, understand this is bomb. It's going to be hard for some to accept only 3 ingredients. What? You need milk, you need flour, you need all this other stuff that goes into making peanut butter cookies. I tell you, I promise you, it was a shock to us as well. We were looking online for something to do a few weeks back, and we came across this recipe for 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies.
Mind blown too.
Yeah,
That's
and
like,
so
that is not going to be good.
yeah, that was our thought until we did it. So now we want to share. It calls for a dozen. We're going to do 2 dozen, so we're going to double up on the ingredients. We got it off this site called allrecipes.com. And so, sorry for the thumb. And so it's 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. It's 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of white sugar, and 1 egg. And so we already have our oven and that started and whatnot. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves together. And we will see you soon. And again, welcome to Family Table. And as I always do, you should be used to it by now. Like, subscribe, share, make a comment, and post your recipes down there if you would like to see us do them. As well as, if you like the video, then you do those things, because I'm going to mention it again at the end.
And hit the notification bell so you know when we post a video.
Yeah, see, aren't wives, spouses beautiful? They remind you when you forget things. So, give us a moment, and we'll be back ready with everything that you're going to need in order to pull this off. And then we'll also make sure that we put the recipe down in the description box where you can find it and whatnot. All right, talk to you soon in a couple minutes. So in order to do this recipe, what you're going to need is the following items. If I forget some later on, which I have a tendency to do, you'll get the picture. But I think I have everything this time around. So we shall see. Now we're showing you could do it with a spoon, but we're actually going to do it with a hand mixer. But a spoon or hand mixer. So we're going to start with our sugar. We need a total of 2 cups. Because like I said, we're going to do double the recipe. We're going to do 24 because it's supposed to make a dozen. So this should make 24 peanut butter, 3 ingredient cookies. So that's what we're about to do. So we have the first cup being done by Chef Drea. Sorry for the pause, y'all. So we have the first cup, and we're going to pour that into our bowl. And now we're going to get the second cup. And now we have our second cup, and we're going to go ahead and pour that into the bowl. Now, the next step is to crack the eggs. And since we got 2, we're going to bust open 2. We're going to bust their skulls wide open. Yay, yay! Boom. So now we have our two eggs. You saw that big old arm. That little skinny arm of Chef Drea cracking those eggs. Oh yeah. And now what we need for our peanut butter is we need 2 cups, because in the recipe it calls for 1. Again, just a reminder, we're doubling up. So we need 2 cups of peanut butter to make this happen. And as you see, we got this big old jar of peanut butter that we had made some sandwiches out of, peanut butter and PB&J, peanut butter and jelly. But we got this big old jar, so she's going to take it, put it in the cup, measuring cup. We want to make sure we got all the ingredients right. So now we have our first cup of peanut butter. We're going to put into this bowl. Scoop it on in. Scoop it on in.
Alright.
And now we're going to get our second scoop of peanut butter. And now we have our second cup of peanut butter. Now to those that still doubt, sit back and watch the power of 3 ingredients making some of the bombest peanut butter cookies around, in my humble opinion. You might not think so, but in my humble opinion. So we have these peanut butter cookies. We're going to go ahead and mix it up. So we're going to start with stirring this up with the spoon just to show you how simple it is with showing it on the spoon, well, stirring it with the spoon. Now we're going to switch to the mixer, but we just wanted to give you an idea of what it's like if you don't have a mixer or you don't want to use a mixer. So we're going to now switch over to the actual mixer, but from what I can tell, we may not have to. What do you think, Chef Dre?
Keep going. Just make sure you fold and make sure your egg is all incorporated. If you want to stay like this, we can go to the mixer if you want them.
Alright, so we're going to go to the mixer because I'm kind of curious myself of what the difference is, other than the fact you got the power of the mixer. Alright, so we have our mixer. It's about to get loud, so I don't know if you hear me or not over the mixer, but this is what we're doing now. We're mixing it with the mixer. We have it on the highest setting for this mixer. It's a 5. It's a 5. Don't judge. And get all those ingredients mixed in. Alright. Let's see how it looks now. Look at that texture. Look at that creamy texture. So now comes the fun part. Plating and putting that beautiful luxuriousness. Oh, pay no attention to those magnets on the floor. That's what they're magnets. They fell off the refrigerator with the help of the noise you hear in the background. So here we go. This is what it looks like mixed. As you see, everything is combined. And now we're getting ready to put it on the pan so we can put it in the oven and have some cookies. It says on the paper that you're supposed to put it in for 6 to 8 minutes. You don't want to overcook it, and you want to. They will be kind of soft, and I'll show you that. And then you want to let them rest, and that's where they kind of harden up. But I'm jumping ahead, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a tablespoon, and we're gonna plop it on the pan, and from there we're gonna put it in the oven, and then when they're done, we'll be back. But anyway, we'll show you the steps. So this is how we're doing it. How she's going to go ahead and roll it out with 2 of the spoons, and then it's going to get placed on the cookie sheet. Yeah. So after much review and debating, this is going to be the first batch. We have it in kind of staggered just to make sure they have room, because just in case they need to expand or whatnot, but we'll see. So what we're going to do, and it doesn't say in the instructions about what we're going to do, but those that do cookie, you know, we're going to do the fork just to make the shape, and voila. So you're going to press down with your fork just to give it that peanut butter shape as Chef Dre is doing. Look how pretty those look. In the shape that they're in, they'll probably bake that size, if not get a little bit bigger. Not sure. We'll find out. And as you see, the beauty of it all. So now we're going to take this batch, We're going to put it in our preheated oven of 350, and then we got to wait 6 to 8 minutes to take them out, and you let them rest for a little bit before you move them to a rack for them to cool off or whatnot. So then we're going to go ahead and do some more, and this is the cookie, and we'll taste it and let you know. So now we're putting them in the oven, and we'll see you in about 6 to 8 minutes. So now we're taking them out of the oven. Look at them cookies. Oh. So here they are. We just took them out of the oven. As you see, we have 9. They're pretty big. Now we gotta let them rest, because as you see, I don't know if you can see it with my finger when I touch it. As you see, it's still pretty soft. So now you have to let them rest. And once they rest, it does say about 5-10 minutes, let them rest. And then we can move them because they'll be solid enough to move. See you in a few. Alright, so I've come back. We have come back, and as you see, they are a lot harder. Ooh, look, I even pulled out the spatula thinking I needed it. Okay, maybe for that one. But as you see, they're a lot harder. So now they're able to be moved. But if you don't have parchment paper, I will say, get you some parchment paper, because we didn't have the parchment. We couldn't find it when we started it. But as you see, they are for the most part harder. We let it sit for about, I'd say probably about 10 minutes, because we had got distracted. We was going to come back in 5, but hey. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this batch off, move it over to our plate, and then we're going to do another batch of cookies. So we're going to get that in, we'll show you that batch, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and we'll let you see the end product once we have it all done. Talk to you soon. Alright, so as you see, we have our cookie. I got my piece. I'm about to taste this. Because I like peanut butter cookies. They're my favorite cookies of all time. And I like other cookies. Peanut butter is my favorite. I'm going to do it here. As you see, we have the chefs. Oh no! Or however they sound. However they sound. They're like, oh, look at these. I have the cookie. So, I'm about to taste this. Let's do this. I'm telling y'all, these are bomb. You got to do it. I'm telling you, 3 ingredients. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Follow the recipe. We end up getting 19 out. So I would say one of the things that I would change, instead of doing a tablespoon, do a teaspoon or a half a tablespoon if you're trying to get that 24. But because they were so big, we counted. It was about 19 to 20 cookies that we came up with. But as you see, they're a pretty nice size. They're a pretty nice size. Sorry about that. They're a pretty nice size, and you will enjoy it especially if you're a peanut butter cookie fan. You will enjoy these. All right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for coming and joining us at the table. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Thank you for joining us at Family Table. As I said in the beginning, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment of your favorite dish that you would like to see us possibly do. Also, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we're on. Whenever we post a video or we do a live or whatever we do, you'll be notified that it's being done. And I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for the love. And from me and Chef Drea,